Welcome to Duchenne Diaries, episode number 27. As you saw on the title, it is MLB opinions. The opinions I'm talking about, I found an article on ESPN with someone's interesting thoughts on how they change baseball for the future, what it would look like if it was designed today, and so on. So, that being said, I'm going to pull that article up and just read through it and kind of voice my opinions of some of the things that they say. So here goes. So first off, the title is called Pitch Clocks Realignment and the End of Blackouts, what MLB would look like if we were designing it now. So the first thing, shorten the season. I know they've talked about this for the last few years. I don't know. To me, it just depends. When they say shorten the season, like by how much? Because it already ends. Can't really start the season later because it ends when it's starting to get cold outside. I mean, I do understand that some of the teams that play in bad weather, when you start, or bad weather cities, cold weather northern cities, when the season starts, a lot of times it's too cold to be playing baseball. So I can understand how they could start it like a week or two, or maybe even 3 later than what they do now. But how many games would they shorten it to? Because that's all the other leagues are adding games. They would be the only ones taking games away. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how many days I would take off of it. I could say, yes, they could shorten it maybe by 10 games, just to have more off days. They even mentioned in an article something about October has been less interesting because the players have been worn out. Well, I guess I don't necessarily agree with this. But if they play less games, I guess they'd have more energy for October. But anyway, so that's my opinion on shortening the season. Next, we have expand and realign the leagues by geography. Well, the problem with that is there's some teams that have always been American League teams, like Yankees, Red Sox, and some teams that have always been National League teams, like Cardinals, Cubs, Dodgers, Giants. There's only a few teams, like I know the Astros and I know the Brewers have been in the divisions in both conferences. So I don't know if they would do that. You would have to mix the AL and NL, which I wouldn't be against that, because being a Cardinals fan, the Cardinals and Cubs and Brewers would still be playing each other. So it really wouldn't change anything. City, maybe Detroit, stay the same. So that might be an interesting idea to realign the leagues. I don't know about expanding though. Okay, add a pitch clock. So I'm going to say on this one, I'm not even going to consider this as an option. I would say absolutely not. They just have rules to get the pitcher up there and tell them to stop wasting time putting rosin on their hands or resetting or scraping off their cleats. Just go up there and throw the ball instead of having a pitch clock. Plus, I'm one of those fans that watches clocks, and I wouldn't want to see that the whole time. So I would want them to put it where, even if I'm watching it on TV, I can't actually see the pitch clock because that would drive me crazy. I still have people out there because you have to have people out there to police the players when they get in fights and stuff. You still have to have the umpires out there. But what I think they can do is have like another umpire that's watching the game in a video room that can buzz and tell the home plate umpire that was a ball or that was a strike. They could, and then they can buzz down and tell you if you're Like they would just have somebody watching every play in real time. But, like they would put that little box up on the screen that shows you the strike zone, and they would have another umpire somewhere or multiple umpires. And then after each pitch, you would just wait a few seconds and they would buzz down and say whether it was a strike or not. Or it would be the news. So there would still be umpires, but the umpires would have assisting. There would be umpire assisting technology that would make them even more accurate than they already are, because most of them are pretty accurate. This next point that they make in this article, I kind of agree with. In streaming blackouts and loosened video rights restrictions. So yeah, the blackouts are like, let's say the Cardinals and Cubs are playing on ESPN on Monday night. Well, I can't watch the Cardinals or the Cubs play on ESPN. I have to watch it either on the Chicago sports station or the St. Louis sports station. So either Valley Sports Midwest, or I can't think of what the Cubs channel is called off the top of my head, but they have their own channel. Like those, you have to watch it on there. You can't watch it on ESPN. But if it's Sunday night baseball, then I can watch it on ESPN. So that's kind of annoying. I think it's kind of annoying that the playoffs are only on those two channels, Fox and TBS. I mean, who watches TBS outside of the baseball playoffs? I mean, I never watch anything on that channel. I mean, what do they got on there? Conan? And he's not even funny compared to other comedians. Yeah, so I definitely think they should loosen the rights restrictions and blackouts, but I think they need to do even more than that. Allow the trading of draft picks. This is a new one to me. I didn't realize the Major League Baseball, I didn't realize that the teams were not allowed to trade draft picks like they do in literally every other sport where they have a draft. So yeah, they should definitely allow that. I didn't even know they didn't. They pay minor leaguers a winning wage. So yeah, there's been some documentaries and some articles and stuff about this recently, about how little the minor league players get paid, which is weird because even the ones that are really good don't get paid. Like, why don't they get a percentage of what their contract is? That's what I wonder. It's like you see those guys that get a big signing bonus when they sign don't have a problem with their wage. Somebody like, I don't know, like Chris Bryant or Mike Trout, Bryce Harper, or somebody like that gets a big signing bonus. And they don't have to worry about not having money during the minor league career. Yeah, I definitely think they should figure that out. Because it's like the nutrition they give them too. I saw that in this article. It's bad. Like, I honestly think the teams at each of their minor league affiliates, they should have to build dormitories that have like shower, rooms and a community shower, just like at a college, but then have like a community room. But then they should actually have a chef that actually cooks, healthy meals that athletes need. Instead of just making them find a place to live. It'd be kind of more like college dorms or military barracks. You all have your place to live. Got a place to live first. You got your own bathroom and everything. Commons area. Someplace outside. Obviously, the food and beverage would be the most important. And then have like a gym and stuff like that for them to use. Yeah, it'd be way better than just having them go to random people's houses. And then finally, the article talks about rethink the role of the commissioner. So I'm not really sure exactly what the commissioner does every day, anyways. But I know some of the things people don't like is like how the commissioners won't let Pete Rose be a part of anything. Won't let him be in the Hall of Fame. And then I know stuff like the universal DH, extra innings, 7 inning doubleheaders. Those are all things that when people do like it or don't like it, they voice their opinions to the commissioner. And sometimes I think the commissioner gets like peer pressured into making the wrong choice. Like there should have been a universal DH years ago. And the extra innings rules make it a lot better because nobody wants to watch. I think in my lifetime watching baseball that I can remember, I've seen 2 Cardinals games that were like 19 innings. Nobody wants to see that. I think they said the longest game since they enacted that rule is like 13 innings. I could say though I could understand getting rid of the 7 inning double headers though, because you're not even playing a full game. So I definitely understand getting rid of that if they do. Okay, well, with that being said, those are my thoughts on that. That being said, this is the end of episode number 27. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Also, be sure to hit the little bell to get a reminder. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.